Greetings, my friends. Please consider supporting me in my war to save pop culture by subscribing to my channel and possibly even becoming a channel member for exclusive videos, access to Doomcock emojis, and more. And if you like this video in particular, please consider using the new Super Thanks feature and putting a tip in the tip jar located next to the like buttons down at the bottom of the video. Thank you for watching, and now, on to the video. Greetings, my friends. I am Dictor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, broadcasting from my base at the center of the Earth. And while Doomcock has a cynical heart towards Lucasfilm after the unforgivable violations of faith, quality, canon, and good taste represented by the last two Disney Star Wars atrocities, namely Book of Boba Fett and the execrable Kenobi series, a pair of trailers recently released on Disney Plus Day has forced me to ask, are we about to get some good Star Wars?
The only good Star Wars at this point is a dead Star Wars. Of course, being a necromancer, I think everything is better dead. As Madison Avenue would have said back in the 70s, had I been in charge, things go better with dead.
The skull of Calderon is right in this rare instance. With Kennedy still circling Lucasfilm on her broomstick, leaving lumps of shit in the Disney Plus stockings of children everywhere, like some kind of woke gender-swapped Santa Claus. How can Star Wars ever get good again?
That's a question I had to ask myself, Harvey, and I can answer that question in 3 words: Favreau and Filoni. I was unjustly angry at Favreau and Filoni after I saw Book of Boba Fett, not realizing at the time that Kennedy had interfered with it and driven Favreau away from the project with her constant idiocy and low-level passive-aggressive interference. I thought Favreau had lost his mind, but it turned out to be an unfair assessment. Turns out, the only 2 watchable episodes of Book of Boba Fett were episodes of The Mandalorian Season 3 shoehorned into the middle of the series, and those episodes were outstanding. Now 2 more trailers have been released that actually interest me and confuse me at the same time. Is it possible we're going to get some good Star Wars soon? Judging by the trailers for Mandalorian Season 3 and Tales of the Jedi, I have to say I actually think it's possible. And I'm excited to see these shows. But let's go over the trailers, break them down, and you folks out there can decide for yourselves. The Mandalorian Season 3 trailer moves very briskly and suggests this season of Mandalorian will be filled with action and force Din Djarin into conflict with Bo-Katan over the future of Mandalore and what it means to be Mandalorian. The opening shot of the Mandalorian trailer shows Din Djarin first finding Baby Yoda. Then we see the Armorer, the head of this particular Mandalorian set that adopted the Mandalorian, a sect that believes no Mandalorian should ever remove his helmet and show his face. And the Armorer asks the Mandalorian regarding Baby Yoda, "This is the one you saved? You are its father, a clan of 2. But you have removed your helmet. Then you are a Mandalorian no more." At this point, we see the Mandalorian's newly refurbished Naboo starfighter engaged in combat. While we have no idea of the nature of this combat, we have some idea when we see Bo-Katan presumably looking out a window on the all but ruined homeworld of Mandalore, and it suggests that the major conflict this season will be between Bo-Katan and Din Djarin. And what is at issue? Who shall lead the Mandalorians? For if you recall from Season 2, Din Djarin won the Darksaber legitimately in battle, and whosoever shall wield the Darksaber shall lead the Mandalorians. But in this trailer, Bo-Katan calls Din Djarin to task for the sins of his particular sect. She tells him, "Your cult fractured our people. Where were you then?" Her words resonate over more shots of aerial combat and destruction, signaling to viewers that these 2 are about to face off in this season, and the stakes are high. Baby Yoda is asked, "Did you think your dad was the only Mandalorian?" And that seems to be the central theme of this season. What is it to be Mandalorian? and who will set the path for the Mandalorians moving forward.
I have to say, this trailer got me pretty excited about seeing this next season. I have a feeling this is going to be a winner, and man, it better be. Because the Star Wars fandom is fractured and sick and tired of Kennedy's crap at this point.
Oh, that's for damn sure, Harvey. I haven't looked forward to any new Star Wars in a long time. In fact, I pretty much dreaded every new announcement of a new Star Wars project. Kenobi was so unbelievably wretched, so fucking offensive to longtime Star Wars fans, that a bunch of Star Wars-oriented YouTubers completely rebranded away from Star Wars. So they need a hit right now. They need it bad. And judging by this Mandalorian trailer, Favreau may be about to deliver one. Which leads me to the second trailer for an animated anthology series, Tales of the Jedi. I had no idea this was even coming out, and I must say this series has a lot of potential, at least on the surface. If you liked The Clone Wars, this series of 6 short films in the Clone Wars continuity may well prove to be a must-see. In this trailer, you see the birth of Ahsoka, along with her training at the hands of Anakin Skywalker. We clearly see that one of these shorts will involve the rise of Count Dooku, with glimpses of the dark side surging within him, along with his Padawan Qui-Gon Jinn. Dooku is repeatedly seen using his Jedi powers in ways that are borderline and questionable, being called to account by Qui-Gon, by Mace Windu, and even perhaps by a grown Ahsoka. Though with the jump cutting between these segments, any speculation regarding the plot lines of these shorts is no more than that, speculation. We see Bail Antilles, Yoda, Obi-Wan Kenobi, we see Rex from Clone Wars and Bad Batch, Rhodians and familiar denizens of that galaxy far, far away we once fell in love with. This trailer moves quickly and suggests yet again that we may get some good Star Wars, or at the very least, Star Wars that doesn't bore the shit out of us, like Book of Boba Fett, or as other people called it, Dancing with Sand People, and of course, the wretched Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Oh, listen, Pollyanna, your optimism for Star Wars would make me throw up if I had a stomach, which I don't thanks to you, you tin-plated tyrant. Ah, shut up, Chromebone. If we're not open to corporations doing an about-face and changing their ways and bending the knee to fans and giving us good shows, what the hell are we fighting for? If they make good Star Wars again, we ought to watch it. Without respect, we reject, but with respect, we must accept, or all we're doing is bitching to hear ourselves bitch. But that said, I'm not yet convinced that this is gonna save anything. I'll have to see it before I believe it.
I feel the same way, Harvey. At this point, I'll quote Captain Kirk in The Naked Time, when he says,
"Don't tell me that, science officer. It's a theory. It's possible. We may go up into the biggest ball of fire since the last sun in these parts exploded, but we've got to take that 1 in 10,000 chance."
well, that's how these trailers make me feel. Skeptical, but open to the possibility that, at least for 2 short seasons, Star Wars may not suck, and may actually even get good, as hard as that may be to comprehend. Now, I happen to have some leaks from inside Disney that suggest the only Disney Plus series that's doing well at this point is The Mandalorian. I believe that Favreau and Filoni do respect their fans and are doing their best against Sauron and her many woke agents to do good work and bring us all some good Star Wars. And I'm willing to give them a chance with these 2 shows before Kennedy does any more damage with the acolyte or whatever crazy shit she's cooking up in her cauldron. I know a lot of Star Wars fans have left the franchise, perhaps forever. I've been damn near that point myself, my friends. But something tells me these shows may actually deliver the goods, and I'm willing to give it a look. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry. ha ha ha.